listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Norbes, look what you done did. You starting all this. We supposed to be talking about Summer Madness, and we talking about this right now. You done got the whole community like flipped upside down, bro. I do want to say shout out to Norbes. I feel like, hey, this is a perfect example for people in general. If you feel like you owed something in the business, go ahead and by all means go after what you owe. But I don't want to seem like, I'm a hater to the URL or nothing like that. I just feel like, hey, like I agree with a lot of things that what Norbes is saying. Also, a lot of people have been complaining about different business from just like different leagues, but I will say, Norbes has got a lot of, standing in what he's talking about. I also see that some people are kind of sending me something like saying, yo, like Star from the Star Report is actually working on this thing with Norbes. This is what I want to say. Star is one of the smartest people that we have like in entertainment. So I want to put that out there, and he's been doing this for a while, and if he's got any type of, knowledge or anything, he wants to help out his friend, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Star. I'm not just being biased because Star covered the Young Buck situation and me, and he said he watched the channel and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Star. But I just, in all actuality, he kind of felt like Norbes was done dirty. He made that quite clear, like how he felt about the situation, and he's kind of assisting Norbes with a couple things, and he said he's going to end up talking to Norbes again. So what do I think about that? URL, y'all got a couple people on y'all right now. Y'all do, so y'all got to think about what y'all going to do. If it was me, this isn't hitting Yahoo Finance. I'll probably settle this out, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't none of my business. Don't be on Hip Hop is Real. Oh, they all in my business. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing like that, but I get it. Some people are against what Norbes is doing. Some people are for it. Only thing I don't like that Norbes, if this is what you're asking for, you're basically saying that you want sole ownership. I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want the URL to kind of stay the URL, but I do feel like this is a major problem to where this has got to be ironed out in the court, and there's no prosecutors or nothing like that. They're just going to have their lawyers like figure out everything, but I don't want URL to get to a point to where they've got, business people that they're doing business with, and now like everything is just like crumbling or falling apart, or they're having problems like even being able to do these caffeine matchups and stuff like that. I don't want to see that, because, let's be real, y'all. We don't have to pay $30 or $50 for a pay-per-view anymore. All this is free. The only thing is, it's a situation of where it's not technically the same feeling, and we can't get past that. It's not, but they do have an opportunity to book some of the matches that we wanted to see. They tried to book the Briz Rothstein versus, Murder Mook. Briz didn't want to do the battle. There's another I want to ask y'all a question real quick. Before I get into what if it was DNA and Mook? We ain't see DNA in a minute. We ain't see DNA. What if it was DNA and Mook? What do y'all think about that? And I know I've seen somebody say like, yo, if it was DNA and Mook, yeah, he deserves it. DNA deserves it, but it'll be a battle to where it's just like the battle happened and then it's forgotten about. Do y'all think that, or do you feel like this would be like a good matchup that people will talk about for the times? Me personally, I feel like DNA is a legend. You know what I'm saying? He's been battling for a minute, and when you think about people that's been putting on like constantly, like consistent, somebody that you can rely on, the freestyle ability, what he can do, like I feel like, and the crazy battles that he's had back in the past, like the disaster battle, like things like that. I do want to see Mook go up against some competition like that. That's just me. Some people thinking Mook gonna announce Mass. Some people think Mook gonna, you know what I mean? Some people think it's some names, Rock. Some people thinking it's some names, K-Shine. But I'm interested. What do y'all think about that? Some people saying Arsenal. It could be anything. But what do y'all think about Mook and DNA? Y'all ain't seen them for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all want to see them again, but y'all ain't seen them for a minute. Y'all think about that. Another thing, I seen Hollow the Don. He put out a video, and he's basically, doubling down on what he was talking about before, about battlers being worth more. And he's kind of trying to break down the business and why he feels like, battle rappers have been shortchanged. Hollow Da Don kind of brought up a couple of points, and he's saying, like, yo, like, why can't I get a percent from a battle? Why does it have to be just the same like bag? Why can't I get like $2,000 extra? Why is it a problem? When you guys are having to deal with like $113 million, what's the problem? Like, why can't leagues like give battle rappers like pay their rent for like a year? Do things like that, like drop them off cars, do things like that, give them bonuses, do things like that, and he's feeling like battle rappers have kind of been shaded. I understand what Hollow Da Don is saying. For a lot of people, they feel like they've been getting robbed. But then again, like, you also got to think about, this is a business. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap as a whole is a business. You know what I'm saying? So even with me doing this is just like a small, part of the, business in general. You know what I'm saying? A battle rap. We all talk about things, like, as bloggers, we make money doing things, you know what I mean? But we all make sure we all have, like, I would think, like another source of income, like a career, like a job, you know what I mean? Like maybe, just anything alternative. And we don't want to rely solely on blogging. Some of us can, we could just like sit here and blog all day. I don't take advantage of the platform to do that, but I could literally just like sit here all day and blog. I could quit like my, other things that I got going on, and I make more than enough money to just do that like off of this channel. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. But a lot of battle rappers, I feel like, we had a situation like Nun. He just like quit his job to do the Ultimate Madness. Some people feel like, yo, like, I just want to be a battle rapper, and, this is all I want to do. Luckily, Nun, I think he messaged me saying he got his job back, but some people, they feel like this is all I want to do. And if you're not top tier, like you're not making $10,000 or $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a battle, it's going to be very difficult to be able to do something like that. Me, on the other hand, I'm kind of looking like, yeah, like, but what are you negotiating? Like when we work anywhere, like at any different job, or if we're subcontracted to do something, you negotiate a price. You see what I'm saying? Like, Mook understands this. Loaded Lux understands this. You know what I'm saying? Even, down to like Rum Nitty, you know what I'm saying? Like his managers and people like they understand. Like, it's what you negotiate. You know what I mean? So I would feel like, yeah, like I understand some of what Hollow Da Don is saying, but in the grand scheme of things, like he made an example. He's talking about Goods. Like, he battled Cassidy, and then that battle did well, and I think it reached like 1 million views within like a couple of days. He was saying like, yo, like Goods should have been like getting like a kickback, like maybe like a bonus for that. If that's not negotiated in a contract, why would a business go ahead and do that? That's just something to think about, especially when you got a freelancer like Goods that may battle over there on the URL, and then he just battled like somebody like on a small league. So that's something to take into account. Do you really want to be giving you all your money, all your resources to somebody that could leave your league, go on to another league to where they're not going to have any contracts like that or be given any type of perks like that, and charge X league way less than what they're going to charge our league? You know what I mean? And then give them a bonus on top of that. It would be like, cool for them to do that, but, we got to think about like business as a whole. My personal opinion on the whole thing, I'm looking at people like Rock, like Tay-Rock. People like that, that's been holding the brand down. Like, I'm not battling anywhere else but the URL. Uncle Smack, this, that, and the third. I felt like when the caffeine deal went through, and it was just blasted out everywhere. They collected $259 million for different investors, or 257, whatever it was, $100 million, $259 million, whatever. And 113 was allocated for battle rap. I felt like Rock should have been the first battle rapper that should have gotten like $100,000 like year contract, or $200,000 year contract, just for being as loyal as he was to the brand. That's just my personal opinion on it, and that would entice people to kind of be like, yo, if I'm loyal to this brand and I'm doing well and I'm putting on, like, this is what I have to look forward to. But Hollow, he did say other things like, yo, like, you got New Jersey Twerk, like, he's got medical bills, this, that, and the third. Why isn't that the league is, just chipping it? Why does New Jersey Twerk have to ask, like, fans for that? But then we also forget, New Jersey Twerk is like a freelancer. Like, this guy, like, he robs, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Running off on, like, leagues with different deposits and battling on other leagues and taking battles, like, everywhere. Why would a league that he's doing a contract with, being subcontracted, pay for his medical expenses when they're already paying him, like, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars? He chooses to buy his mom, like, a Kia or something like that with all the money that he makes. Why not get insurance? You see what I'm saying? Or why not put money to the side and invest it? Why are, like, bloggers and media investing and buying houses? And, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even worried about, and this is not me stunting or nothing. I could, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about my mortgage. I'm worried about principal payments to pay my house off in 5 years. So that's what I, like, do. Like, with extra money, if I'm not giving away money or putting money in, like, investments, I'm paying down the principal of my house. That's what I work on. A lot of, like, battle rappers, like he's saying, don't have money like that to be able to even have a house or be able to have, like, a place to rent, without having a roommate. And some people don't have phones. But I do remember, like, Beasley and different league owners saying, like, yo, I pay people's phone bills. I've done this. I've, helped this person, like, in a jail situation. Like, like, we've seen all this before, but it comes down to personal responsibility. I feel like, I do feel like how Whack 100 would have, his artists, like the Blueface dude, right? He's got that artist that's been down with him. He rolls up and he drops him off like a Porsche. Like I think it was like, it wasn't a Cayenne, it was like a Panamera, like Porsche. He dropped him off a Porsche because he got a deal, made X amount of money, and he wanted to show him, like, yo, like, I appreciate you for me being able to be in this position, managing you. I think that's dope. You do have league owners, like a league owner that's got a Porsche. You know what I'm saying? That's real. And you got people that's driving, like, beat up cars and stuff. Like, that becomes, like, an issue when you got diehard people, or if you got somebody like Rock that hasn't battled anywhere else. He should be, like, the first person that somebody should run down on, like, yo, like, take this whip. Like, yeah, like Hollow said, like, a whole year. You can live in Atlanta, do what you want to do. Your rent's paid. Work on your material. You know what I'm saying? Work on trying to be better. Work on your social media. Do all that, and then we'll help you. That could be a situation with somebody that's that down. But when you got other battle rappers that in battles disrespecting the league owner and asking for crazy amounts of money that some people would say is crazy. I don't really think any amount of money crazy now, like, especially looking at this lawsuit and with the partnership with Caffeine. But when you got people asking for wild amount of money, they're already asking for $40,000, $30,000, $50,000. Like, why am I gonna give them that plus a bonus if it's not negotiated into the contract? So that's something people got to think about. I, on the other hand, listening to Hollow the Don, there's some points that I agree with. Like, yo, like, if I'm supposed to do a battle like Loaded Hollows versus Guns and Cakes, this battle's supposed to come out. Why isn't the battle out? You know what I mean? Like, I got a whole marketing scheme with this. Was that in a contract to where you say, like, yo, like, this battle has to come out by X date? I've got a clothing line and I'm trying to push this particular brand out around the time when the battle's supposed to happen. Was that all negotiated into the contract? I don't know. I feel like it is a problem that battle rappers, they're being shelved on the app. That's what's happening. They're not making it to YouTube. They try to show some of their content and they get into a situation to where it's pulled down by Quarter Lab or something. So that's a problem. But it all goes down to, what are you negotiating? I feel like, personally, I think the leagues are trying to get rid of the top tiers. And I hear that Hollow the Don is saying, like, yo, like, a lot of top tiers are feeling like how I'm feeling. They're holding out on, like, battling because they want X amount of dollars. So is that them trying to help build the brand further and wanting like more money, or are they just trying to get like a big lump sum and just be done with the battle and that's it? When you do have people like Hollow the Don, you know, he's saying like Norbes was very instrumental in on him about battling Big T, doing those type of battles and packing the venue. I was at, I think, Gnome 5, Hollow the Don versus, Charlie Clips. A lot of people were there just for that specific battle. Other people were there for Tay-Rock versus Sue Surf. But when you got Hollow that could pack a venue that's kind of been putting on, you do want to give him a little bit more leeway or negotiating power, I would think. But it comes down to negotiations. Hollow could just leave URL and go to King of the Dot. He's done it before, in battle. A lot of battle rappers are not able to do that. Right now, your bargaining power is what you're able to negotiate. If you feel like the fans want to see you versus K-Shine, or they want to see you against somebody else, Brum Nitty, if the want for that battle is that intense, the battle probably would have been locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like the Briz Rothstein and Murder Mook, I know they didn't want to put that battle on. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably didn't want to put the battle on. But the fans wanted it so bad, that's what happened. I talked to Briz. Briz had no complaints about his final, what he negotiated money-wise for that battle. You know what I'm saying? But that goes to show you, Briz may have negotiated at least what he wanted for that battle to get what he wanted. Some battle rappers kind of feel like, they say they can't pay. This is what I can accept. That's on them. At one point, we do got to take accountability. I hear, ARP from Rare Breed Entertainment, he says this a lot, because he kind of sees a lot of the narratives that's getting painted in battle rap, and he talks about it. Like, he's basically like, I've actually, thought about offering, battle rappers, a percentage of the pay-per-view if they take less money on the front end. But when you offer, or when you get into talking about stuff like that, they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like they just want the money up front and that's it, and run off. Instead of getting $200 a month, for a while or something like that until they can get paid up to what they are getting with percentage points or whatever. Battle rappers don't want to do that, And I know for sure from talking to people, they're saying, yo, I want X, Y, and Z amount of money. If they can't do it, then that's a wrap. Instead of trying to maybe go in there like a Loaded Lux or something and negotiating, okay, this is what you're getting off the door. This is probably what the pay-per-views are going to look like. This is what I want. You know what I mean? And then you get what you want. I think a lot of this comes down to negotiations. And I feel like some people feel like battle rappers should have their hands held, with negotiations. And I'm not saying this is exactly what Hollow was saying, but some battle rappers, they just don't, you know what I mean? They don't know business. They don't get it. So and I feel like that's their problem. At the end of the day, they got to figure it out. You signing a 5-year deal or a 3-year contract, 2-year contract, a year contract, and you ain't really making no money. You repping the brand, doing all, that's your problem. You letting people call you and talk to you like, oh, well, this is what we got, take it or leave it. In order to get on this league, this is what you're going to have to do. If you don't want to do that, all right. You know what I'm saying? Then you get people like Chef Trez. I'm not going to say I know his business or nothing, but Chef Trez is just like, forget all that. I'm going on whatever league, wherever I want, and I'm putting on. That's it. And he's making money off of it. So people got to understand, it's accountability. You know what I'm saying? If you have it in the contract, negotiated for certain things, that's what it should be. But anything else, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I do feel like people are grown, bro. They grown. I ain't talking about how, I'm just talking about people in general. They grown. What y'all going, if y'all trying to do subcontracting from one of these businesses and doing something out, you think they going to offer you? You got to negotiate. This is who I am. This is my fan base. This is my Instagram base. This is when I drop a battle. This is how many views I get. This is how many people are probably going to come to the caffeine to watch me battle. This is the level of promotion I'm going to do. This is what this is the whole package. And I feel like Hollow made a great point. He's saying maybe years down the road what they're doing in battle rap may end up getting studied. You know, URL may end up making money, like, in the long run off of battles and things like that. So they may need to negotiate percentage points. But if the league doesn't want to do it, you might have to go to another league. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Do you feel like Hollow the Don is right? I like that he's taking a stand. You know, I like that Norbes is taking a stand. People are taking a stand. I like that. You know, but at the same time, I feel like battle rappers need to be smart business-wise and make good decisions with their brands so that they don't end up not being able to afford a car. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.